hoes up and pimps down. I'm gonna shut it all down.
Alright, this is another piece of Pagans After Dark, which is in Pagans and relationships and their issues that they run into. So I'm gonna set the recorder down. I'm gonna pick it up and add my 2 cents in on the end. What I didn't do in the recording. This is me, Nami, and Morgan Fire. This is one of our many, many conversations that we had. Hold up.
Y'all keep on with these hoes up and pimps down. I'm gonna shut it all down. What was the dude on the Bulldogs? A pimp named Slickback. That's what I'm saying. That's right. I should record that from the beginning. Nami said she don't want no old beat up jalopy. Huh?
Lenny gonna be like this. Yeah, baby, I know you broke my heart a million times, but I'm gonna take you back. Here, baby, let me give you a little something. See, cause I'm gonna, oh! Lenny, you okay? God damn, bitch, I'm gonna get in the head. Get me out of this hole.
The world's largest crater.
I'm eating bacon.
Oh, God. We got it bad. Lord, y'all bad. Roll a bowling ball under there. That's right. They go chasing the meth and they ain't no good. No kind of commitment. Nowhere up in there. Once they think they found the biggest one, they settle down a little bit. Then they look on the internet and they find one that's Photoshop. Then they take a mysterious trip out of town to go see their cousin. You don't need nothing like that. You can take your grandma's Pinto and slide it up in there. Damn. But what originally started this wild conversation now that I'm recording is healing a broken heart and what else was it?
We're talking about dealing with a broken heart and what else? John.
We could just roll it like that because we said we was gonna start with the healing first. So let me take a second and do a proper introduction. This is gonna be our Pagans and Dating series that we're doing. And we're gonna start with the healing, you know what I'm saying, the scumbags, the cheaters, all that good stuff. That's what we at right now. And then we're gonna walk you to how to deal with this as a witch. Put the kids to bed and strap up. It's gonna be a wild ride, I promise you. I said before I got to the bowling ball, I said the way I deal with stuff like that is I hit the weights, hit the puncher bag if necessary. We don't need no domestic violence charges over here. And you have to learn, in all seriousness, you have to learn how to emotionally detach yourself when people ain't no good for you. You know what I'm saying? Don't be one of the people that waste years and years, best years of your life kind of shit, and then you look around, you old, gray, fat, done sold the house, dog done died. You know what I'm saying? Then him or her done ran off chasing the fantasy that they might or might not get, and you stuck starting all over again. So be mindful of who you think is best for you. You know what I'm saying? Pick the better personality instead of the better fantasy, because the fantasy will wear out. In my own opinion. Y'all can roll. Nabi, what's your take on dealing with? I'm gonna slide it to you real quick before I get on the rant.
Okay. Well, usually, when I'm dealing with a broken heart, if it's something that happened like straight out the blue that I wasn't expecting, it hurts real bad. And first I'll cry, and I'll do the normal thing. I'll blame myself, think about all the things I might have did to make it happen.
Right.
And then I'll start looking at it more analytically and realize I wasn't the problem. Realize he was the problem all along. He wasn't being honest about how he felt or what he wanted in a relationship. He was fronting while I was being serious and honest. And then I feel better, and I can just turn the switch off.
Right. I'm gonna play devil's advocate real quick. What if you are the problem?
What do you mean? Because I know my personality.
I'm just saying for the people out there.
I don't run around. I don't flirt when I'm with somebody or with another guy or whatever. I'm always upfront about my feelings and the way I am. Well, okay. Let's say he didn't know I was a witch.
Right.
I hadn't told him.
Okay, you can do that.
Well, if I see that I was the problem because I didn't tell him I was a witch, I was like, well, okay, next time I'm going to say something up front.
Right.
That way, if they can't deal with it, they'll just walk away then and it'll be all of this.
Right.
But then there's these other breakups that just ain't right. Like, beware of a guy who asks you, when is your birthday? And you think he's asking because he wants to know what your sign is. He wants to know how close it is to your birthday, so he'll know when to break up with you before he got to get you a present. And this is true. You get guys who will be with you until it's almost time for a holiday when you got to get a present. They'll break up. Then right after the holiday, baby, I'm sorry. I really want you back. Please forgive me. I don't know. I was just going through a thing right there. Then as soon as the next holiday come up, he breaks up. Those are the kind of guys that you just want to take a dead skunk and slap them in the face. You ever run into that type of situation? Oh. I'm talking to Liddy. You ever run into that type of situation?
Oh, what did I do? Shit.
You messed up the recording, that's bad.
No, I didn't. Okay. I had to run out the room real quick. I had hit the display button and it won't looking right. Okay, I'm back. Okay.
I was asking you a question.
Oh, what was your question?
The question was, have you ever run into a relationship, or were you ever in a relationship where the relationship is on
That's crazy. No, I've never been in that situation. I've never been in that situation. I don't think I watched nobody go through that for real.
There are, I was giving the example of guys who come up and ask you, you know, when's your birthday? And you think he's asking because he wants to know your astrological sign. He just wants to know how close it is to your birthday so he'll know when to break up with you.
Right, I heard you when you said that. That was the last thing I heard, though. No, I ain't never seen that play out like that. On the witchy side of things, how do you deal with letting go of those emotions, or have you already gotten to the point to where it's just like a light switch?
For me, it's like a light switch.
Okay.
I can just turn it off.
Okay, cool. Is Morgan Fire there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. You want to chime in on this, dealing with heartaches and breakups? Oh. Yeah, you wanna chime in?
Dealing with heartbreak and stuff like that. I particularly haven't had all the relationships that maybe y'all had. Nothing serious. I wonder why that is. But in the same sense, if you, for me, I've never been able to just cut people off. I've never been able to do that. I've tried. One second, please.
No, we're recording, right?
I've tried to break people off. I've tried to cut people off. But it seems that I have become too good of a friend with the person for them to cut me off. Or they have been too good of a friend to me for me to cut them off.
So have you ended up
Even
with...
after,
I was about to say, have you ended up with a stalker because of that?
no,
You never had a stalker?
never had a stalker.
Okay, go on up.
I've always ended up with friends.
Right.
Through dating or we messed around or whatever it was. I've always ended up with a friend for life.
For life?
Life. I've only had one person tell me they don't want to talk to me no more. Which is understandable. But in the same sense, I've had friends, like all of my exes I can go back to this day and talk to them as friends. I've never been a person that tried to, not to recently, but I've never been the kind of person that tried to hold on to something that didn't work. Just keep it stepping. Now, the healing process that I go through with my heartbreaks, it is a lot different than yours and Nobby's and all this cut off the switch stuff. No, I can't do that. Cut off the switch. There's an emotional tie to this person, and I look at it as I've met you, I've known you, I fucked you, and I was with you, and I've loved you, and I can never take that back. Can't say I've never done any of that. So it always, that person has always been a part of my past, and always a part of me. Like Nobby said, you have to be true to yourself and know yourself. With me personally, I'm barely getting to know myself. So in all of my relationships, it was exploring love, exploring relationships. Now, all that puppy love and stuff like that, I didn't go through all of that and some you become deeply involved with the person, deeply involved and vulnerable to them. Almost nailed together in that sense because you both are vulnerable. And dealing with the heartbreak, like say it happened, like it ended really rocky and stuff like that. I usually just get pissed off as hell. I get mad as hell, and try to figure out what actually went wrong. Now, instead of me blaming it on that person or blaming it on this person and that person, I blame it on the circumstance in which we got together and what time period we got together in my life. It seems like every relationship, I can always, after I get out the relationship, I can always see what my wrongs were. And what the other person's wrongs were. But yeah, in the sense that I just gradually walk away from the person. I gradually release that person from my life. I gradually release my connections to this person. Gradually. Day by day that you're not with the person, there's no, day by day. It's just I take it one step at a time. And I just keep on moving. Now, if another person comes involved, I always settle down, look at myself, and see, am I ready for this person? Am I ready emotionally to handle getting into a relationship again? Am I ready to, is my pain healed? Is the damage healed? Is my hurt healed? And when it comes time that they ain't, I just sit down, readjust, and find out if this new person can help me with this healing. Because the damage was caused by a severance of love, and I feel like the connection of love can heal that. So I don't walk in and out of no relationship, and I don't cut people off. I just gradually walk from them and into another. Gradually.
I think you took a whole different approach from the way you sounded a little while ago, trying to be cute for the camera. Trying to sound like he's a love expert when I started recording. You know what I'm saying? That a few minutes ago, you back there crying and hollering, and we had to pull him off the cliff. Now I'm just playing.
No.
I'm joking.
Like every normal person, we all go through our hurts and we all go through our pain. It's because of this connection. This connection is deeply rooted. Deeply rooted in your spiritual, your psyche, your emotional. It's really deeply rooted.
Hold up. Disconnection from the person or disconnection from yourself?
Disconnection from the person.
From the person?
Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna throw a little wrench in here. Have either one of y'all, and I'm pretty sure you have, but when you said disconnection, it made me think of something, because I thought of disconnection from yourself. You ever been in a relationship, especially since you become a witch, where you needed that time to yourself to do your meditations and things that felt like you weren't getting them? And did that cause a domino effect? Like, did things start to go south because you wanted to get your witchy thing on, and you won't get being given that time to do that?
Yes, I've had that issue, and it has been a domino effect. With me being young and getting to know myself, I had to have that time, and my partner should allow me that time, but in my relationship, they never allowed me that time. They felt like they deserved the time that I was giving myself, which I felt like was too much of bullshit. And I am dealing with that. I remember the time when I'd be up there trying to meditate, and they would just start distracting me, like, sit your ass down somewhere so I can get a little 10-minute meditation in. I told my ex, I said, I can't even close my eyes when I'm worried about what the fuck you're doing. Whether or not you was up there trying to lick me in my ear and play with my booty hole.
So they understood the me time when it came time for them to do what they wanted to do, but when it came to you doing doing your witch thing, the me time went out the window because of what you were doing?
Yeah. In a sense.
In a sense.
Well, that has caused issues in relationships with my relationship before. But in the same sense, I just feel like this. When it comes down to heartbreak and stuff and how I deal with it as taking everything a step at a time, day by day. Keep on walking, keep on going.
Okay.
Looking back don't do nothing but hurt. So I just keep moving forward.
Okay.
Keep on moving forward.
Find the time. Okay. Nabi? Same thing. Have you had issues trying to get your me time in for your witchy stuff? And did the person you were with try to act like you didn't deserve the me time because you were getting into something witchy versus just long bubble bath?
Yeah. I've gone through that. Guys feel like all I need to do is get her to drop this Satanism crap and choose me. Basically, they're trying to get me to choose between my religion and them. And what they'll do is they'll say, "Oh yeah, baby, I'm real supportive of you." You know, and I tell them, "Well, I gotta go to this meeting, and I'll be back." And I'll go to the meeting, and in the middle of the meeting, I get a phone call. Oh hey, baby. I don't mean to interrupt you. It's just that, the cat is sick. Your cat is sick. I don't know what's wrong with her. You know, she's meowing. You can hear her meowing, and she's limping around, and I don't know what happened to her. And I'll come running right back home, only to find out nothing's wrong with the cat. You know, he was doing something like dragging a string across the floor, making the cat jump at it and get loud. Oh yeah, she got better right after I called. What is that? You know, and he was trying to keep me from doing my witchy thing. You know, or he would do things like rearrange my altar. Oh yeah, baby, I cleaned your altar off. You know, and I was like, I was working on a spell. You messed everything up. Don't do that. You know, and then I find out from, say, his sister or a friend of his that he was saying something like, yeah, you know, I wish he'd leave that witch shit alone, but that's to quit that shit, because we ain't having that shit. And we break up. Because I just can't deal with it, you know, or the kid pretends he's sick, so I don't go out.
Pretend that he was sick?
You know, things like that.
You said pretend that they were sick?
Yeah, he'll pretend that he was sick.
That's...
So I wouldn't go out.
That's childish.
You know, things like that. So yeah, I've been through that with guys. I've been through that with them, and that's why I decided I wasn't going to date Cowans again. I wasn't going to date a non-pagan. I was going to only date pagans, and I've even found that with pagans, it's a problem.
Really?
If I'm going to a women's circle and he can't go, he'll do the same thing.
Oh, wow.
Pagan men will go through the same thing, you know?
And they should be the first ones to understand.
Yeah, but they don't want you to go to the women's circle because they're afraid that at the women's circle there's a bunch of dykes and the dykes are going to be after you. I wouldn't be worried about no woman stealing my woman.
Why not? I don't know, bro. They got stuff in them shops, man. Just half the size of a Pinto, man. You might want to watch out for that.
I'm okay. It doesn't work like the real one.
All right.
I mean, nah, see, like with me, I have told you, what you buy at the shop, it ain't the same. It don't work the same. And, number one, you don't feel like a man. You don't talk like a man. You don't act like a man. You don't smell like a man. You don't taste like a man. I can't deal with you.
Okay. They gonna be having 5 heart attacks by now, boy. Like, where are they about to take this conversation, boy? Okay, anything else about dealing with the breakup? Because we're gonna lead this from the relationship past going into, okay, now I'm a witch, now I'm a pagan. How do I approach the new people? If y'all are done, I'm gonna keep recording, but I'm gonna mark the time of when we switch topics.
Okay, I'd like to put in one more little thing.
I knew it.
For y'all that's going through heartbreak, and it was a sudden thing, where he just left you, or she just left you, and you don't know what happened. You can't figure it out for nothing.
Okay.
And you are going through sort of a depression because you don't have this person anymore. I want you to really, I want all of y'all on YouTube to really look at, that's going through this, I want y'all to look at what this person meant to you. And if this person meant that you couldn't be human or you wasn't you no more, then that person added something that you should have had before you came into the relationship. I believe that you have to go back and make yourself whole again. Make yourself whole again. If you feel like this person took away your happiness or took away your confidence, called you all kind of bitches and hoes and fat and ugly, then regain that strength, regain that confidence, regain who you are. If it comes down to the point where this person has messed up your life and took you out away from your family and took you away and brought you all up in the middle of nowhere in a uncomfortable area, I want you to go back to where you feel comfortable. Go back to where you are familiar. Go back to who you are. Go find yourself one more time. One more time. Go find yourself. If you got to play some music, if you got to go to a psychiatrist, if you got to talk to a friend, if you got to talk to your mama, your daddy, if you got to go to the preach, don't do whatever you got to do to make yourself whole again. Because approaching another relationship broken is not a good idea.
Oh, preach to him. Preach to him. Now,
And the best thing you can do, try not to feel sorry for yourself after the breakup. You know, you can have a one-person pity party that will keep you in the dumps for a long time. And you will run to all these different people and tell them your problems because you want them to be just as sad as you do. Don't